The decision to act. The engine of success. There's a moment in every journey when the dream is vivid, the vision is clear, the goal is mapped out. And yet, nothing happens. Days turn to weeks, weeks to months, and months to years. Dreams remain dreams. Why? Because clarity alone isn't enough. Vision alone doesn't build bridges, or write books, or launch businesses, or change lives. It is only one thing that transfigures from dreams and visions and goals and plans into reality. And that one thing is the decision to act. That moment when thought transforms into motion that becomes the engine of success. Dreams without action die. You've likely heard the phrase, "A goal without a plan is just a wish." But even with the plan in place, many remain stuck. Socrates once said, "To move the world, we must first move ourselves." It's not that people don't dream big. It's that they hesitate at the gate of action. The fear of failure, the bliss of comfort, the comfort of routine, the routine of 9 to 5, the paralysis of analysis. They all whisper, "Wait, not yet." You think there's always enough time to take action. Therefore, waiting for tomorrow won't hurt. That's what you think. But you forget that dreams left idle die and rot. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." It's a call not just to intention, but to decision. Because decision is not just mental agreement. It is a commitment to movement. It is action that propels motion. Every success story has that inflection point, the day you say, "Enough thinking, I will do this." Tony Robbins, a modern-day entrepreneur and motivational teacher, said it plainly. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. A business plan written is useless unless you pick up the phone, pitch the idea, take the meeting. A fitness plan means nothing until you lace your shoes and hit the pavement, or hit the gym. Action breathes life into vision. The great inventor Thomas Edison echoed this truth when he said, "Vision without execution is hallucination." We applaud genius, but behind every genius was a decision to begin, often in fear, often in uncertainty, but always moving. The Stoics valued praxis, right action. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." He was reminding us that thinking good thoughts doesn't shape character. Doing the good, daily and deliberately, is what forges a strong soul. Action is the proof of belief. If you believe in your dream, act. If you believe you are called to more, act. If you believe time is short, act now. We've all been guilty of saying, "I'll start tomorrow." But the truth is, tomorrow never changes your life. Only today does. Reid Hoffman, co-founder of LinkedIn, said, "If you are not embarrassed by the first version of your product, you've launched too late." Perfectionism is the enemy of progress. Waiting until everything is just right? That's how potential dies. Decisive, imperfect action beats perfect intentions every time. Success isn't only about hard work, it's about visible movement. When you act, you signal to the world that you're serious. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, the German polymath, once said, "Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it." Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. And he was right. Action is the only thing that breeds discipline. Discipline in turn breeds confidence. Confidence enhances momentum. Momentum draws allies. Allies join together to propel progress. Progress opens doors. Once you have gained entrance to an open door because of your perseverance, your boldness in your product or service, or whatever it may be that you are chasing after, is enhanced. Boldness is the arm that bends the universe just enough for opportunity to peek through. The world rewards the mover. Only those who take action are rewarded. Only those who dare to move can see and experience how far they can go. In a race, it's not the best thinker who wins. It's the one who ran. If Phil Knight had not dared to take the trip to Japan and around the world in his early 20s, despite his mother's concern about his safety at a time when America and Japan had just had the bombardments against each other, he would not have spoken to the makers of Tiger shoes. He would not have started selling shoes in America and building networks which later enabled him to build his own brand. Nike, that is today the standard for sports shoes. Steve Jobs puts it bluntly, real artists ship. Great ideas don't matter if they're never released. Your novel, your invention, your movement, it won't matter unless you take action. There are millions of brilliant minds buried in graveyards, their potential never realized. Not because they lacked talent, but because they lacked the courage to act. Like Miles Monroe once said, "The wealthiest place in the world is not the gold mines of South America or the oil fields of Iraq or Iran. They are not the diamond mines of South Africa or the banks of the world. The wealthiest place on the planet is just down the road. It is the cemetery. There lie buried companies that were never started, inventions that were never made, best-selling books that were never written, and masterpieces that were never painted. In the cemetery is buried the greatest treasure of untapped potential." Let's be honest. Action is scary. Not because you don't know what to do, but because you are concerned about what would happen if you tried and failed, and what people would say. Well, for your information, people are saying something even now, and guess what? Whatever they're saying is none of your spiritual business. It's their business. Your business is to keep doing, keep acting, and keep getting better. But the fear of regret will always outweigh the fear of failure. It was Mark Twain that said, "We regret the things we don't do more than the things we do." This suggests that the actions you fail to take today, the dreams you fail to pursue today, the book you fail to write today, will often haunt you more than the choices you do make, whether they were successful or not. The question is why? Because when you don't act, you will never know what would have become of your dream, or who you would have become. Jim Rohn, the legendary speaker and entrepreneur, warned, "If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much." Waiting for the perfect time is a myth. There is no perfect time. The time is now. Because you have listened to this message until now, it tells me that today you have decided not to wish, not to hope, not to be motivated, but to act. I am sounding this as an alarm into your ears. Success is not found in your vision. It is not hidden in your goals. It is unlocked the moment you take action, the moment you move. So write the first word, take the first step, make the first call. The engine of success is already in your hand. It's the decision to act. If you are inspired by this video, like, share, subscribe, and follow our Lessons of Life series for more inspiring experience.